It's a beautiful April afternoon. We're here at one stop, one school, one distribution. Today we reached over 250 families, but that's just the start.
Hunger at Edison Elementary is a very big issue. Students in Edison who are eligible for free lunch by federal requirements are about 95%. We do have about 29 languages. We have a large population of refugees, whether from East Asian countries or even African countries. But we also have a lot of students who live here through generational poverty. All of them need our support to make ends meet and meet the demands that they have on their families.
The Mobile School Pantry program, it's a program provided by the Utah Food Bank to different schools all over the valley.
We show up daily to a different school. We show up to that same school every month. Just the sight of the truck coming in gets the kids excited. You're averaging about 20 pounds of food per family. So 20 pounds of food for a family can go a long ways.
There was these two little sisters that came through the line. They were so excited to get food, but they also were worried because the school bus was leaving them. The bus left, so we tried to make their load a little easier. We tried to tell them, well, take one bread instead of two, but they didn't want to leave anything because they said their family would really need it.
I had a parent come to me at one of my schools to tell me that she didn't know we were there. And she returned to tell me that if it wasn't for the food bank being there, she couldn't help this homeless brother and sister who'd been living behind her house in a tent. She was trying to raise her own kids. She took these two kids in on her own, registered them for school, got them their lunches, and would bring them to the mobile every single month. It can eat at you sometimes. Those stories really get a hold of you.
Last year, there was a family over here, and the kid was pretty good, most of the year. And all of a sudden, he started having a lot of problems. And, around here, there's a lot of gangs. And so you focus, is this he's hanging out with this person, or who is he hanging out with? Why is it the drastic changes? Nobody asked him if he was hungry. It happened that they moved to a shelter. They didn't have anywhere to go. There was no job. Nobody was asking those questions.
We were at one of our sites and we had more students than usual, and we started running out of food, and so some of the students and families only got a few items. And when I went to talk to the grandmother who was raising her granddaughter the following month, and I said, hey, I've got extra raviolis, would you like some? And she turned to me and said that it was okay because one of my volunteers had turned and walked with her and gave her $50 to help her get through the month with her and her granddaughter.
We have an efficient system that would not work if we didn't have volunteers here to give us a hand.
These kids need our help, and it lightens your day.
Every kid that has around here anyway, that lives around the school, has so many issues when it comes to learning. Hunger at home, fights at home, or anything like that will affect them big time.
It's a very big issue when we're putting academic demands on them if they haven't had their nutritional needs met. They're sluggish, they can't pay attention, they're not well prepared, they can't multitask, they don't process information as quickly.
Every time there's a problem, my first questions to the kid is, do you have breakfast? That's so important. And most of the time the kids that are hungry, obviously they're not going to behave, and it's not because they want to, it's because something else is missing. Food is one of them. When the kid is fit and is happy and their tummies are full, you see another kid.
When you see these little kids that are hungry and so appreciative of a granola bar, a fruit cup, it just makes your heart melt. I mean, it's just... That's all I can say is it just touches you in your heart where you would never believe.
They're making a difference.
I want to say thank you to all the food bank volunteers, to the food bank themselves.
Thank you so much.
Collectively, we have all joined in the fight against hunger. Whether you're a donor, a volunteer, a staff member, if you're someone at the school, a parent, any of those who are working with us, you too have joined in that fight. Thank you in advance for helping us expand this program. And please know on behalf of the little faces that were here today who were so happy to have dinner, you have made a difference. Thank you so very much on behalf of the Utah Food Bank.